Hello there, and welcome to today's edition of Political Arena, a program designed to bring you detailed and incisive political issues across Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Before we go on, let's go for the short break and I'll be right back. Just stay tuned.
Core TV News, expanding your view.
Core TV News presents a platform with presence in over 30 states of the Federation. Be sure to be had. For live coverage of events, we have the capacity to deliver from anywhere in Nigeria and beyond. Contact us now on 0803-471-8550 or 0803-724-9733. 014-533-407.
Our 24-hour news station.
Good to have you back. On the 13th of April 2014, Nigeria was thrown into mourning when a twin bomb blast at a bus station in Yanya claimed over 75 lives and left many injured. Days after, President Goodluck Jonathan was in Kano to attend a rally organized by the People's Democratic Party. The All Progressives Congress accused the president of dancing and jubilating 4 days after several Nigerians lost their lives in the tragedy. In what looks like a twist of events, the All Progressives Congress held a rally to support the governorship bid of Kayode Fayemi less than 24 hours after another twin blast killed over 100 people in Jos. The leadership of the People's Democratic Party seized the moment, criticizing the All Progressives Congress for celebrating terrorism in the country by holding its rally in Ado-Ekiti in the wake of the bombings in Jos, Plateau State.
If it were possible, we would not be here today celebrating. However, we are constrained to be here because we can't change the INEC timetable. However, out of deep respect and to reflect the mood of the nation today, we are going to cut out a lot of the fanfare.
Before now, the crisis rocking the Labour Party in Ogun State took a new dimension after the party state executive led by Olabode Simeon went to court to challenge Benga Daniel's position as the state's chairman. The battled members of the executive shunned the meeting called earlier by the governor of Ondo State, Olusegun Mimiko, for reconciliation. Afterwards, the governor of Ondo State, who is also the national leader of the party, settled disagreements between both parties.
Is here today. And those who believe or thought that we are effective or that we are failing, there is no quarrel. In every family, you have disagreement. Even with your friends, your husband, you have disagreement. You will have to come out from the house. So, is to increase, improve the socio-economic livelihood of our people. Is that right? But if in the process of urban renewal, you destroy the means of livelihood of people, you destroy their generational heritage, then that renewal is not worth it. Urban renewal should not be at the expense of the masses. For still not the masses of this country are there to experiment. All these ideas of urban renewal paradigm must be changed in Nigeria. Starting from negotiate after the next election. We have proved that it is possible in Ondo State to renew our cities, but at the same time, pocket of the masses. You cannot destroy the means of livelihood of people because you want to renew your cities. That is elitist. But we are Labour Party of the masses. We will not displace anybody without providing a better alternative.
We will be taking a break, and when we come back, we'll bring you a story on Lagos governorship and religion. More of this when we return.
Core TV News presents a platform with presence in over 30 states of the Federation. Be sure to be had. For live coverage of events, we have the capacity to deliver from anywhere in Nigeria and beyond. Contact us now on 0803-471-8550 or 0803-724-9733, 014-533-407.
Our 24-hour news station.
Nigerians continue to
Tonight, the city of Lagos
There is still a problem.
Be the first to know. From the north, south, east, west and around Africa, we break the news.
one Nigeria.
Now you can catch all the actions live as the news breaks. We are Core TV News,
Welcome to Core
our
TV.
24-hour news station.
As residents in Lagos await the 2015 elections, the successor to Governor Babatunde Fashola is strategically being contested for. Within the APC, so many interested candidates are already working their ways into the heart of power brokers in the state to emerge as flag bearers for the party. The suspense may have been caught short as the paramount ruler of Lagos, Rilwan Akiolu, publicly endorsed the former Counsel General of Lagos to succeed Fashola. The statements generated a lot of controversy from residents.
The Oba of Lagos is not a member of the All Progressives Congress of Nigeria. So the Oba of Lagos spoke his own personal mind at that occasion. And I hope people will take it at that. Because if the APC Lagos State has a position, it is not the Oba of Lagos that will talk on our behalf. We have our accredited leaders who have the mandate to talk on behalf of the party.
What is the productive role of an Oba in every community? That is the point to start with. But rather, Oba became agent, you see, of every successive government to exploit and repress the people. There is 5% allocations to the office of the traditional rulers. These are funds that could have been very useful to provide for education, to provide for health. An Oba is simply a parasite. An Oba today, any Oba today, in any place in Nigeria, is simply a parasite. Because there's no single thing they are contributing to the economy. The Oba statement is even null and void. Because, one, if Oba is a card-carrying member of the party, Abi, he will only have a vote. So that's why I say it's a meaningless statement. You see? Because for those who are in the party, they will just say that, okay, when we are now going to vote in the party, so let's see the Oba now. That is the issue. So that's why I say it's a non-issue. You see, the Oba should just simply have been quiet and be enjoying the patronages that all of the Obas be enjoying it.
There are different kind of politics here. We have the political leadership, and then we also have the royal father leadership. And I say that is just his own personal opinion. He has been able to bring out his view, and let us not kill him. I think it has to be that when we go on the poll, we now know who the people we adopt or who the party we adopt. But for him as a person, he has this right to his own opinion. He has been able to speak his own opinion of who he wanted to be the next governor of Lagos State. So let us leave him to that, to his own opinion. It is his own personal opinion. It is not the party opinion. It is not the electorate opinion. So everybody is left to their own personal opinion. So he has been able to give his own personal opinion.
Obas are expected to be father of all political parties. I think he's worthy to be on that throne, you know, because, I mean, for him to have publicly do that when the party has not even conducted its primary shows that he's playing somebody's card anyway. He raised issue as to indigenship. For all I know, Ambode is from Ondo State. The father is an Ondo man. He taught me in primary 3, Christ Church Primary School in Epe. Talking about, because he made reference to somebody that the father is from Ewekoro. Then it means Kabiyesi need to be lectured as to where Ambode father comes from.
Recently, Abodi came up with a call for a Christian governor in 2015, saying that the 2 governors who have ruled the state since 1999 are Muslims. They hinged the need for a Christian governor on a desire to have men who have the fear of God in position of leadership. Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola says those calling for a Christian to succeed him as governor should remember that religious affiliation cannot guarantee good governance. Here is Fashola's response.
I've read this morning a statement to the effect in, I think, page 7 of Vanguard newspapers this morning, that a group claims that it is insisting on a Christian governor. You know, people can demand things, but I don't recall the last time the governor of Lagos State was elected on his religious beliefs. I don't recall it ever happened there. And in any event, what will the preference for a governor of one faith over the other really benefit us? Will it give one religion roads that the other faith cannot use? Will it give them schools that children from the other faith will not be able to use? Or will it bring water that only one faith can drink? Or will it begin then to draw a very clear line between poverty and the faiths? Does hunger know your faith? And I've made this point before. Where is the Christian water and where is the Muslim water? And maybe we should begin to separate so that we can have Christian money and Muslim money. And in the blood banks too now, when life is threatened, we have Christian blood and Muslim blood. Because the person that is clinging to life in the throes of death does not ask who is treating him or her. When they say blood transfusion, he cannot remember whether he wants Christian or Muslim blood. All he remembers is that he wants to get well. Insecurity really does not discriminate. It doesn't go out to say, okay, I want 5 more Muslims and 2 Christians. It's just indiscriminate attack. The location where the impact is felt may sometimes be a coincidence who and who are there. But there are many people who hide behind the cloth. And it is only you who can clean that part. For a long time, the state and religion have been one. But over time, we have also tried to separate the state from religion. But it has not quite been a successful venture, and I'm not sure that clear separation will happen. And I'm not even sure what clear separation will deliver. One of the things that I can suggest is that we should take better control of our pulpits and be more restrained in what comes from there. Because if they are true Democrats, they must expect that people must have a say. And then I also ask the question, those who say we insist that this is what is happening, or this is what must happen, do they really believe in God? Because only God can insist. And I wonder when I hear those things, you can insist. But can you insist that you will be alive in another 1 hour? For the majority, good governance is just food. Good governance is just the ability to find water to drink. Or it is just getting a job. or a combination of those things. And they will wonder what you and I are doing about that. So, for those people, it will not mean anything to them whether the governor goes to church or goes to a mosque. It doesn't solve their problem. What solves their problem is food on their table. And that when there's a gunshot at night, their policemen are there in a few minutes. That's good governance to them. You can disagree amongst yourself for all they care.
The recommendation for establishing a two-tier of government instead of the three-tier being practiced in the country presently was made by the Committee on Political Restructuring and Forms of Government at the ongoing national conference. The committee, however, suggested that the local government should be transferred to the state legislature as part of the move to introduce two tiers of governments in the country. Secretary of the Lagos State Chapter of the National Union of Local Government Employees condemns the proposal, and it was supported by some political parties in the state.
The National Confab is making such a recommendation that some councils be scrapped. It shows that they are not in tune with the wishes and aspirations of Nigerians, and the APC would not be surprised at that type of statement coming from the National Confab. We said it at the beginning, they are a group of hand-picked delegates who did not obtain mandate from their respective constituencies before being assembled in Abuja to hobnob, eat and go home to sleep on a daily basis. If it were to be true representatives of the people engaged in the National Confab, that type of negative thinking will not have arisen. I can't see the National Assembly of this country. I cannot see any state house of assembly in this country. And I cannot see any local government council legislative arm in this country making that type of proposal that some councils should be abolished. We have all seen the benefit of the numerous 774 councils that we have in this country. Development has gone to the grassroots much faster, much more deeper, and more effectively and more efficiently than ever before. And so whoever believes those developments are not in the interest of this economy, definitely it's either not a Nigerian or an agent of destabilization.
We presented our position why that decision should be reversed. We consider it, with all due respect to the members of the committee, we consider that recommendation misplaced and ill thought. Judged by the experience of what is happening to local government across the country now, it shouldn't have been such a recommendation in the first place, because it is another way of scrapping local government. There is no two way about it. It's another way of abolishing local government and scrapping it from existence. If local government, by Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution, is constitutionally guaranteed, and allocation comes from it from federal government, as enshrined in the Constitution in Section 162, and you could have a situation where local government in Nigeria have been turned to a mere department in governor's office. You can imagine when local government is no longer in the Constitution. The solution to that imbalance couldn't have been transferring states to local government to the state, or scrapping local government. There could be another way of resolving it, and we have recommended to them that, look, we are not comfortable also that there are imbalances in creation of local government, and that we ask them that they should make it a recommendation to the federal government to create more local government using population, land mass, terrain, viability, using all that as a criteria, which INEC usually use when they want to do delineation of constituencies and wards. And they could have, we have earlier suggested that they could even make it a moratorium of 10 years. So Lagos State could have more local government if you consider land mass, if you consider population, if you consider terrain, if you consider all those indices through which allocation are being shared. Lagos, we have more. And some local governments, some states, we have what they desire. If using that parameter, every state will have what they actually deserve as numbers of local governments. And as far as that one is concerned, then you can seal it up and enlist those additional local governments in the constitution, and that will solve the position of imbalance. And of course, we recognize the local government in the constitution.
I would rather say that states should be scrapped, and I'll tell you why. The reality in the polity of Nigeria today is that states governors have put themselves in the position of middlemen, and everybody knows that in business, where you have middlemen, there will always be clog in the wheel. It will always cause profiteering. If we have one thing is sure, we cannot scrap Nigeria. Nigeria remains. Now, the argument that states make up Nigeria and so should enjoy more than the federal government is the same argument for local government. Local governments themselves make up the state. There is nowhere you can say this is the state. It is the local governments that make up the state, just like the states make up the federal government. But since we cannot scrap Nigeria, then we should adopt that development should go to the grassroots. So if development should go to the grassroots, then it means that it is even the local government areas that should even be sustained. We can have more local government areas created so that each local government has a representative in the legislature, rather than a situation where we have governors who have become so powerful. They collect the monies even meant for local government. They don't give to the local government. They control the local government system anyhow. We can have what operates in France, in Britain. You have the country and you have the municipal areas. You understand? There is no state in France. There is no state in Britain. So that will make us have the kind of development that we actually need, because the local government area, the local government is the closest to the people. It is where the development should start from. So I don't subscribe to it that the states should remain, local government scrapped. Rather, if we want to adopt a two-tier system, states should go, let local government stand.
It's a distraction. The problem is not the local government. It's not the structure. The problem is with the people. The problem is with the people. The people need a government that is close enough to them for them to reach it with their immediate smaller problems. Every problem cannot go to Abuja because some problems are very local. Every problem cannot go to Alausa because some problems are very local. They are very simple, they are very immediate. So the local government structure is justified, and that is not the problem. The problem is that allocation comes. Some local governments, they work for 5 days in a month. When allocation comes, everybody reports. As it's disbursed, everybody goes. Waits for the next allocation. That cannot be tolerated. If the EFCC were not dysfunctional in itself, these things won't happen. Because if you punish one according to the British common sense, you teach 100. So 774 local governments, if you punish 8, you teach 800. And if you teach 800, then you have completely sanitized the local government structure. So the problem with the local government is not that tier of government is redundant. No. It's that it's not functioning the way it was designed to function. And it was designed to function properly.
And that's it on this edition of Political Arena, a program designed to bring you detailed and comprehensive stories on political issues. To join me next week for a fresh episode of the program. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Till then, it's bye for now.
Nigerians continue to
Tonight, the city of Lagos
There is still a poor level of
Be the first to know from the north, south, east, west and around Africa. We break the news.
We are one Nigeria.
Now you can catch all the actions live as the news breaks. We are Core TV News.
Welcome to Core TV News.
A 24-hour news station.